on to the second scenario. The second scenario is even more juicy, and it's just crazy. Like that one, I was actually much closer to the action. Okay, so this happened when we're writing our WAEC exams. WAEC exams are basically like the exams you write when just before you graduate from secondary school. You have to pass those exams if you want to, go into further your education. Basically, WAEC stands for West African Examination Council. So all the countries in West Africa write the exam. So before we write the theoretical papers, I don't know which English I'm speaking today, but basically we have practicals. We do the practical exams before we do the theoretical exams. So this happened when we were writing physics practical exam. We came in that day feeling all prepared, ready to go. We entered the hall and started doing practicals, feeling ourselves. At least I was feeling myself. All of a sudden, gunshots. So it was so close that we were like, hey, God, we are dead. It's all over. So the major concern was that these people not even realize that we are in here, because it's very, very easy for them to just enter and take us as hostages or something, or just kill us just for the fun of it. So our instructors were like, okay, everybody just go down on the floor. They tried to close some windows, but couldn't close all of them. And so all of us just laid on the ground. We were just on the ground like this, just silence. They were like, no noise, don't even shake. We're hearing gunshots everywhere, hearing this one, that one, people shouting, running. We were on the floor like it was a good amount of time, at least 30 minutes. I think we were just there in the middle of exams. So then we started hearing helicopters up in the air. Obviously security forces coming to take control and handle the situation. We started hearing helicopters, and then we started hearing what sounded like the military. Our instructors peeped through the window and checked what was happening, because we could see part of that street from where we were. It was very, very close. So they now checked and saw, okay, military forces are coming and everything, but they are like, let's wait, because they say military forces, but it's not like it's America that they will arrive and you say everything's under control. We don't know if these ones are capable of taking control of this situation. No shade, but yeah, so we stayed there. We stayed on the floor for a little while longer until things quietened down, and then they were like, okay, we can now get up. We now got up. I say we now get up. We now got up, and then I think one of the instructors went out to let the military people know that, see, we have children inside here that are writing exam, come and protect us. So yeah, they now put some military guys by the gate or something, and then they came back and were like, oh yeah, continue your exam. Can you imagine, after the trauma, we've endured things, so we've actually endured scariest things. Imagine after all that trauma, you're telling me to continue exam like nothing happened. What? That's how we continued our exam. We continued our exam and we thank God some of us got A1. Some of us passed in flying colors. That's my story. That's my story. And that's just one, those are just two of the many instances when you are just in school minding your business, reading the book that your parents sent you to read, and then you start fighting right next to us there. It was crazy. When I think about it, there's an element of humor in how I'm telling the story, because now that I'm looking over and thinking, there's some humor in it, but there's also a very serious side to it. I think that one conversation we're not even ready to have, especially for those of us that grew up in Just, one conversation we're not ready to have is about the trauma that most of us carried through our childhood just because of all those experiences, especially people that lived very close to the hot zones where fighting was crazy. When I tell you guys, it's not just them shooting, there were bombings, suicide bombings. They bombed two churches that were quite close to my house. I felt the ground shake. I felt the impact of the bombings. One time, Seth, my parents were almost casualties. So on Sundays, my parents don't go to church. They haven't gone to church for a long time. Story for another video. But Sundays are usually when my mom goes to the market to buy some groceries and other things, because the markets are not as crowded as like on other days, right? So one Sunday they went to buy something and they were coming back. And there's this roundabout where they usually just take the right lane right past one church like that they call Cooking. It's Cooking headquarters. But that day, for no reason, as they were approaching that roundabout, my mom just told my dad, let them take the other route. Not up to 10-20 seconds after they turned to take the other route, that church exploded. What happened? Suicide bomber. Suicide bomber crashed into the gate, crashed into the church, exploded. Can you imagine? The day that we'll sit down to unpack all that trauma, I don't know what will happen that day, because it's a lot to process. Just being more aware like I am now about like mental health and all that. It's crazy that we had to go through these things and nobody even sat us down to be like, are you okay? How is this affecting you? Are you okay? Nobody. Like it was like a normal thing for us. So people in other parts of Nigeria will be calling you and be like, oh my God, are you okay? I heard this on here. We'll just be there like, normal day now, normal day. I remember seeing trucks of dead bodies just driving past my house. Like, as a child, can you imagine what you're seeing? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But anyway, guys, that's the story that I had for you guys. I tried to make it a little funny, because now that I think about it, it's a little funny. But then it's also serious, just thinking about what all of us went through. And I'm honestly just grateful for my friends who grew up with me there. Like, despite it all, we made it. Oh, we're not all where we want to be, but you know, we made it. And all that trauma, man, we just thank God. Let's just say we thank God. We just thank God for life, for bringing us out. For those that are still there, we continue to pray for protection for them. But yeah, guys, that's all for this video. I just wanted to share this experience with you guys, and I'll be doing a lot more story times. Like I said, I have more stories, lots and lots more stories. If you still haven't subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, drop your comments in the comment section. Even if you just tell me sorry, even if you just want to tell me sorry, is that what you went through? Tell me. I want to see it in the comment section. Thank you. For my girls and my guys that grew up in Just With Me, this one is for you guys. I love you guys so much. I love all of you, but those ones in particular, I love them. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys. And guys, we made it, okay? We made it. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends, okay? I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.